Hello, everyone. Here is Joe Santiago, your wealth and prosperity coach. Today, in our series, Secrets of Asset Protection, we will be talking about what consequences you or your family or business partners or even community can suffer if you fail to do what you're supposed to do in terms of asset protection. If you don't do it in a timely manner, if you don't do it correctly, if you don't do it as you're supposed to do it, if you don't involve everything you should involve. And as a result of that, all people, or what we can call stakeholders, will suffer as a consequence of not doing it correctly, not doing it timely, not doing it in a proper manner, and not actually involve everything that you're supposed to be involving. So we tend to, most of us, believe that what I've done is enough. I don't need to do anything else because I'm healthy, because I've got money in the bank, because I've got this business running fine, because I've got a healthy family, because I've got this, I've got that. Those are simply false questions. Those are simple false reasons why we don't do what we're supposed to do. Now, the fact of the matter is that life changes, circumstance changes. So we should continuously be relentless in terms of checking and rechecking and always evaluating if what we've got in place is adequate, is correct, is timely, and if it is suitable. Because at the end of the day, all we need is a small change in the circumstance, small change in the law, small change in the technology for all the things that we've been doing for the last 20 years, for all of those things to not be suitable. So if we convince ourselves that what we have done is enough, then we are actually shooting ourselves on the foot. And more importantly, we may be making our family, our children, or even the community suffer as a result of the decision that we made not to do the right thing at the right time. So today we're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into why you should all the time continue and continuously be checking if your asset is being well protected, if all the wrap that you put around it, if it's still firm enough, if it's still protective enough for you to become financially independent. Bear in mind and remember, one of the critical thing, one of the foundation for you to become financially independent is for you to have your assets well protected. So let's get into that and see the consequences that if you don't do what you're supposed to do at the right time, right manner, and in the right shape, consequences that you or your family may suffer. So we go at that. The first thing that you may suffer because you done a prenup agreement, for instance, or because you done a will, or because you done that business partnership agreement, or because you got involved in that business. So the first consequence you may suffer if the asset is not well protected, and then you, for out of the blue, you got a big claim and you're going to go bankrupt, maybe family breakup. Now, is it what you want? Are you sure you want your family to break up, for you to go through a bitter divorce, or being disgruntled with your children and this kind of thing? If this is not what you want, think again, and then you do the right thing. The second could be the hardship, because you enter in that business relationship and things change in the business itself, and up to now everything's been okay, but there was a change in the law, or there was a change in partnership, or an agreement that the company done with the supplier or with the thing may not be a thing. Are you sure that this is right? It is in the right manner. If it is not, this may lead you to hardship, because that business might be the only source of income you have, or that employment might be the only source of income you have. And if that breaks, you want to be caught off guard. Maybe not. So think about if you want to be financially independent. And this is the third, is that um, once we got into that situation of breakup and health issues or depression and this, our self-esteem go low. And you and I know, if we've got a low self-esteem, we have no internal energy to do anything. We don't value who we are. We don't value what we have. We don't value what we can achieve. We introspect ourselves. Actually, we come into a situation where we cannot really deliver what we're supposed to value, and more importantly, fulfill and enjoy life. So think about that. And the other consequence may be sickness and unemployment. Think about that business that you've been working for, 20 years. And that business, because of one wrong agreement, one wrong thing, because your brand has been damaged or so, that can lead you to depression or high blood pressure, or even consequences, ramifications of those. Or maybe the business, and you became unemployed. Think about that. I mean, for 10 years, you've been running this business successfully, but there was one agreement which was done wrongly with one particular supplier, and supplier took you to the cleaners. And now you saw yourself prospering. Out of the blue, you see yourself, without a job, without a business. So think about it. And obviously, if it's related to a business, again, it can result in business failure or even a misery. Many of us got all our life concentrated and tied into a business that we own. And again, if we don't look into the for instance, business succession planning, by the time I reach 65 or 70, that I retire, no one is able to take my business forward. My children are not prepared for it. I have not done a talent succession planning. I have done none of this. And unfortunately, I see myself immediately sick or long-term sick for whatever reason. And then I can see my business failing because I have nobody to look after it. I have left nobody to take care of. So those are the 5 things that you should have into consideration if you don't have your asset well protected. And it doesn't take you that much. I mean, there is a step by step, and all you need to do is to monitor what you're doing. So today, those are the 5 tips. Think about that, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I see you at the top. But until then, make your life worth living.